Liam, do you believe that a ghost can show up as a witch riding a broomstick?
Perfect.
Back in 2016, I had a client that came to me and shared a paranormal experience. And I have to admit, it's not one that I heard before. She stated that as she drove by the Cave Springs conservation area, she saw what she thought was a witch flying on a broomstick. She said that it flew over her vehicle and that it just disappeared entirely. We both chalked it up to an apparition. And she later told me about Margaret Reed. She was a local who lived in that area. Margaret Reed thought that she was a good witch, and by all indications she was. She also thought she had found the Fountain of Youth in a local creek. What struck me as particularly odd is just weeks ago, I had yet another client that came to me and reported the same incident. So the question is, can an apparition choose to be anything they want to be? Daily, I get elderly people who appear as spirits that are more youthful and vibrant. So why can't Margaret Reed, who felt she was this good witch and immortal, appear as a witch riding a broomstick? So the Dark Dealings team went to Cave Springs in an attempt to connect with Margaret Reed. Because I have so much foreknowledge about this, I have to lean on Liam largely for what he feels and intuits. It wouldn't be fair for me to share, as I've done now a lot of research on Margaret Reed prior to this investigation. If you live around the area or if you frequent Cave Springs, let us know, share below what has been your experience. And please, if you like what we do and you want to see more of these investigations, please subscribe, hit that like button, and ring that bell.
Margaret Reed lived in this area. She considered herself a good witch. She was known by the locals as a healer and the protector of the Niagara Escarpment. I'd forgotten the story for a bit until just a few weeks ago. I had yet another client profess to see a witch on a broomstick and gave us this location. If I sense a presence, I'll certainly say so, but I can't have foreknowledge and pretend that that's some psychic mediumship. It's just not cool with me. I have to be blunt and honest. I know a lot about this lady. So these are her property grounds. At her passing in 2005, she gave all this over to conservation land.
Didn't you say she was 300 years old?
Yeah, she professed to be 300 years old. She thought she had found a fountain of youth here, a creek or a spring that elongated your life supernaturally. Because there's a local camp nearby, some of the stories and the myth and the legends of Margaret Reed as the White Witch and the ice caves, as well as something called the German spy hole, have grown through the retelling at the summer camp. My children are familiar with these. In fact, they acted as guides to show us where the ice caves were prior to our paranormal investigation. What we'll probably get to tonight, Liam, is potentially investigating the presence of Margaret Reed, and I'd very much like to investigate the ice caves. There is a story that someone in the activity of attempting to enlarge the ice cave exploded the rocks and they tumbled in on him. There's a pretty damn good chance that that's just a story. A man found the ice cave. Cool. He put food in it, but he wanted it bigger. I'm mad. So he threw a bomb in it. Yay! Boom. But it fell on him and he died. Squash. His ghost haunts the cave ever since. We've also heard and read about these faces that have been carved in the rocks. Many of the faces had been defiled and defaced and vandalized over the years, but these carvings were found in 1948. And here's one such one. Can you cast a light on that to get a better idea of what it looks like? Perfect.
Yeah, go take it.
Yeah. I thought maybe if we can create some degree of shadow here. But you can see that there's a headdress and a face there. There are also a series of carvings with initials and symbols that have yet to be deciphered. So again, there's an immense age to this area. Let's make our way to the ice caves.
We need to speed it up. We're losing the sun quick. You can see pretty clear why someone would want to protect this place.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
It's pretty.
There it is. Set a REM pod up.
Okay. You know what? Right here is perfect.
Yep. All right.
Be careful.
Hey.
Right there.
Yep.
First thing, huh?
So Liam set up a REM pod in the ice caves itself. They're not deep caves, I just want to be clear. Is there any substance to the story that you were crushed by trying to extend the ice caves? In the background for our audience. There are bird bangers, so they sound like gunshots. They're a method to keep the birds off the vines during grape harvest season. If there is anyone here with us, can you light that green light? There's always the weird sense that somebody's kind of watching.
All
right? Could be just like claustrophobia, you know?
There's that, but there's like tight spaces that we've been in, and it's like, you know, we've squeezed in basements and attics and closets, and it's like, it's quiet, but you know, like, I believe there's definitely substance to, you feel something, and there is something. Every time I felt like the weird, oh, I'm being watched, like, even in the House of Bones, like, I got growled at. It wasn't nothing.
Yeah.
There's no telling how far down this goes, too.
There are definitely like holes. The kids were talking about when they're at summer camp, the kids talk about being able to access the caves, and you can see like you could get 4 or 5 small kids in there, and it does branch off pretty deep in there. I'm not much of a spelunker, and I don't think I'm game to squeeze through that crack. You know what, Liam?
Yep.
If we want to get it deeper in the earth, so to speak, this might be the spot.
Okay.
Yeah, if we set it down in the dirt here, it feels like there's greater access just beyond there. The REM pod's going off.
That's me.
But it's Liam moving the REM pod. Yeah, like look at there is dripping water. But check out the edge down there.
Straight down.
Yeah, it's like it's even further down. So the kids say they stand like right in this area.
Oh, that's like...
How far deep is it?
5 degrees. Cool. Even just the moss that was wet.
Let's see if I can get my old ass down there. If the kids can do it, this old man can do it, right? I got it.
Okay.
Thanks for the hand.
Oh, yeah.
That's like air conditioning.
Right? Hey, Papa Squad right there. I'm going to see if I can't make like a...
Wow, look.
Right?
Like,
all the way down.
yeah. Like it's way deeper than what you would imagine. It's hard to get an appreciation for it. Are you serious? Oh boy.
What the hell?
What is it?
It's like, I don't even know. It's like, is that a topsoil or is it ash? Let me do this. Oh.
Set that up here somewhere.
Yeah.
That way it's retrievable.
I don't like it.
Try to explain it as best you can.
It goes down, like down. There's water coming down, and then there's like drippings, but I started seeing this, which it looks a lot like dirt. But then up here, it looks a lot looser. Like it's coming down. There's even mushrooms growing down here. Frost on the walls.
It's frost.
Frost.
It's the 1st of October and it happens to be 21 degrees out Celsius. That's about 72 Fahrenheit.
You can even see your breath back here. Oh, it goes down. Big old spiders too.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, I would crawl out if I were you.
Yeah.
Past that device here.
There's gonna
leave anything behind.
kick my tail.
I want to record you coming out.
Okay.
Of course.
That's staying. That's staying.
We just got a steady green hit.
Only when
Liam's
you mention
inside. We talked about him crawling out of the cave just now.
And then it's like
Got a steady green hit.
Yeah.
I'm about maybe 6 feet away from, my recording device is 6 feet away, at least. All right, try to come on out.
All right.
Did you want to come out from here?
Were you stuck in here?
I just don't know that there's a whole lot of validity to that, or that spirit's not here anymore, is my take on it. I can't explain the hits. That's you.
That's for sure me. You sit right there for a second. Okay. This is probably a bad idea.
It might have been a bad idea to go in there in the first place.
Well,
What?
well,
Wouldn't be the first bad idea either of us had.
no.
All right, that was you again.
That's for sure, man. I want to put it back where it was.
This may be one of your last opportunities to contact us, or contact anyone for that matter. If anyone's here and wants to communicate with us, you can either do it through me or light the light on that device in front of us. Definitely a cool feature. And those carvings are incredible. To think that someone found them in 1948. It's a shame vandals went and smashed the faces of other faces. But again, this is a place that's open to the public. You have the freedom to explore it. It's part of the Bruce Trail. It's Cave Springs Conservation Area. We'll make our way out to what used to be the home site. In 2022, Margaret Reed's house was demolished. It was thought to be too much of a danger as it sat there abandoned. The barn is still there. Perhaps we go and try a spirit box session near what used to be her house, and we'll see if we can make contact with Margaret and see if she's been flying around Harry Potter style.
I've been like cave exploring before. I've been in and out of caves. I've been in and out of caves like at this point like 16, 20 times. I like it. This was like a different feeling though. Like I don't get claustrophobic or scared, but it's like I was in there like down as far as I could get, and it was like it felt like I was looking for something, not like I was just exploring, not like I was just going in there to, you know, for the hell of it. It was like I was looking for someone, looking for something. And like you mentioned me getting out, and then we got the REM pod going off. But then like I had that moment of hesitation. Like I didn't want to get out.
What do you think that was?
I don't know. I couldn't say what it was. Definitely felt like something drawing you in there. Like not like malicious, not like it's like a trap. Like it's like you went with your little brother in the woods and you got lost.
Okay.
And you can't go home without him. We've changed locations. We entered the barn. The absence of the old house, we figured this would be a good spot to start.
We've set up a REM pod, and we're going to begin a spirit box session. Margaret, are you here tonight? Can you let us know?
That sounded like leave me alone.
Leave me alone. You can speak to me or through this box. We come with respect.
Head out.
Sound like head out.
Yes.
Is that an indication you want us to leave? Some people have said they've seen you flying on a broom. Is that you?
I heard Margaret in the back.
Did you hear Margaret?
Margaret. Like that.
Margaret, I'm a lot like you. I'm not a healer, but I'm in touch with spirits and my intuition. Would you talk to me? In the air, it sounded like Margaret. The temperature's changing on the REM pod.
Flickering.
Weirdly, it never went off in the ice cave.
It feels cool in here. It does not feel hot.
There was a voice in the background that sounded slightly like ice cave. We're getting a temperature hit over there. It was mine, she said. Are you trying to tell me that the land belonged to you? I feel like I feel her presence nearby. We do not have access to the floor above us. But I've heard thumps and stuff up there. Rosebud? Is that supposed to mean something else? Hello?
That sounded like get
Rosebud
back.
again. Is there anyone else with you, Margaret? Jane? Holy, it's coming, it says. Do you protect this land? Who else is here?
That sounded like an aggressive no. It's
Sounds like
him.
Liam or William.
William. Men. What do you protect this land from?
We'll definitely have to go back and review all this. I can't help but say I feel more presence of female male here in this barn.
Who's that boy?
Who is that boy? Large part of this, though, too, is that we have an awareness that Margaret Reed occupied these lands. This was her barn. And it was because of her gracious gift that we have access to it. Okay. Margaret, we're going to leave you here. Could you give us one sign? He felt you? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
It's like they question whether I felt them or not. I do feel you, Margaret. Who's the man I feel? Give me your name, and I'll leave you all alone. Margaret, thank you. Sound a bit like you're welcome. It's almost in every corner there's a feeling of someone being there. I can't get over it in this place.
I felt like someone blew on my neck. You know what I'm talking about? Like where all your hair stands up. And then at one, sorry, it has me all weird. It's just, because I felt it before it said turn, like turn around.
Turn around.
And I felt it before it said he felt me. I know you also said you felt like their presence, but I also felt this feeling like 2 times before this. And then again, just now. Yeah, no, like I thought maybe it was mosquitoes, but it kept happening in the same spot. And this time it felt more like, more hot.
A breath.
Yeah, like it wasn't cold. It wasn't like just to take. It felt warm. Like if you blow on someone's neck.
Okay. Also,
that was me.
That was me, it says.
Did you hear? It said that was me. That is awesome.
Yeah. We may stop it there. The night's growing long. We've gotten a lot of good responses from a spirit box session. I love when spirit validates with questions like, oh, he felt you. Sometimes we've been places where it's like, he can see you, he can see us. And those are things that I absolutely adore hearing from spirit. They seem just as surprised with this as we are by their own presence. Neither of us can report that we saw a witch on a broomstick or a spirit that looked like a witch on the broomstick, but we've had our own individual experiences here. Liam had a moment where he felt like he was touched or a breath was blown on him. We had incredible responses from the spirit box, and the ice caves left us feeling as if we'd been watched and we didn't want to leave. If you want to investigate yourself, make your way out to Cave Springs Conservation Area. That's in Beamsville, Ontario.
Perfect.
If you like what we're doing, please honor us with a subscribe and ring that bell for alerts and stuff. We want to do more of these investigations, and we're absolutely sorry we took the summer off. Not really. But it's you that we make these things for, and our personal eagerness to find and explore the paranormal. Good night.